Welcome, 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 PICK-3 at a glance family and first time viewers. How's everybody today? Hope everybody is doing well. Okay. Getting it going, getting it going. Hey, PICK-3 at a glance family, first time viewers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Trying to get her set up. Trying to get myself set up a little bit. All right. It's hot in Illinois. It's 95 degrees something today. Man, hate to say it, but these are the days when I'm glad I'm retired. I made it to retirement where I don't have to dart outside these doors unless I want to, because it can be ugly. Alrighty, it can be ugly. So, but you know, everything has its pluses and its minuses. So, it's your first time visiting PICK-3 at a glance. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the PICK-3 at a glance family. All right. And here you have the game changer. This is my master sheet here that you're looking at. And I'm going to explain how to use it. Like I said, my acronym, I think that's what you call it, is OPPB. The way to win big and get in the winner's circle, you have to be organized, be patient, persistent, stick with a budget, and play responsibly. Okay? And track your own numbers for your own state. That is the key. You have to track your own numbers for your own state. And with PICK-3 at a glance strategy, I have 4 simple strategies that you can use on paper where you can track everything. Okay? That's why I say that we're the home of no tic-tac-toes, no date sums, no grids, no grids, no root sums, and no multiple different rundowns and strategies that they have out there. And after 30 years of being with playing PICK-3, I was doing all those things, and I just seemed like I was getting ahead. It seemed like I was just spinning my wheels. When I was playing numbers, I wouldn't know why I was playing the numbers in most cases, because I was going by books and playing birthdays, license plates, and things like that. And I just wasn't getting there. So what I had to do was say, okay, it's got to be a better way. What is going wrong? I tried every strategy that there was with the tic-tac-toes, the date sums, and the grids, and birthdays, and numbers falling behind numbers, saying this number, bring that number. And I just didn't feel confident in what I was doing. So something told me I had to have a strategy to track what all 1,000 numbers are doing. So what I did is I took 22 numbers and did the 1-1 rundown on 22 numbers that I found out of the 1,000 numbers. And what I did with that, I started tracking the actual 1,000 numbers from Missouri that would come out each day. And what I did when I was doing that, I could build a bucket list seeing what all 1,000 numbers were doing at a glance. And it came out to be a very successful strategy on my part, because I could just look at the numbers and see what was going on with them at a glance. And I knew how long numbers would take and come out off of the PICK-3 at a glance sheet. So I'm going to introduce everybody like they're new to the PICK-3 at a glance, or to PICK-3, and explain some of the basic principles to helping you get in the winner's circle with the PICK-3 at a glance strategy. Okay, I'm here in Illinois. I'm state specific right now for Illinois, And what I've done, I went back and collected the data for Illinois to make the PICK-3 land strategy applicable to Illinois. And so far, I'm happy with the results. I posted some of my winnings and the strategy to win in Illinois. And this is nothing complicated. Anybody can do what I'm doing. A fifth grader can do what I'm doing. I can explain the PICK-3 glance to a fifth grader. All right. And like I say, it don't take a bunch of multiple different tic-tac-toe, date sums, grids, and flips and things like that, that everybody got their own different strategies for. What I wanted was something that I could put together that anybody could follow and everybody could be on the same page doing the same thing and understand and communicate the best way to win. Okay, so yesterday evening draw was the which I do evenings. I do have, if I find some on midday, I also let you know about what I have available on middays in Illinois also. But most of my focus on evenings. Okay, but if something just stands out on midday that I have to share, I do share. So, but I'm going to be talking about the 111 rundown on the 106 that came in yesterday evening. Okay, so I'm going to do that the 1-1 rundown on Illinois evening draw. And this is the only rundown that you will have to know how to use with the PICK-3 at a glance strategy. Okay? And it's going to be here. Let's do this. Give me one little second here. Get my pen started. Can I use red? No, I want to use red. I'm going to use a black. Or green. Okay, we're going to do the 1-1-1 rundown. 1-1-1 rundown on the 106 that came in. And what you're doing is adding 1 to each one of the numbers, winning numbers that came in. This is the winning number last night. Winning number from last night. And you add 1 and you're going to count down. 1 to 1, you get 2. 1 to 2, you get 3. 1 to 3, you get 4. 1 to 4, you get 5. 1 to 5, you get 6. 1 to 6, you get 7. 1 to 7, you get 8. 1 to 8, you get 9. 1 to 9, you're going to get 10, but in lottery math, you only use single digits, period. Or you break them down to be a single digit. So 1 to 9 is 10, but you don't use the 1, you just use the 0. And then you add 1 to 0 is 1. And then you just do the same here. You're just going to count straight down. You're going to go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. And you're going to do the same to the 6. You're going to count basically straight down. You're going to add 1 to 6. You're going to get 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 to 5, you get 6. And you see you did the 9 automatically says 0 instead of 10. All right, because you're always going to use, when you get to a double number, you just use only the one number on the right-hand side. And you don't use the one on the left-hand side in lottery math. Now, what I'm going to do here, like I said, I took 22 numbers out of the 1,000 numbers. And you can say, out of those 22 numbers, I did the same 1-1-1 rundown on them with 22 columns. So when you do the 1-1 rundown on any winning number that come in, one of these base numbers here, one of the base numbers will always be in the rundown. One of these 22 numbers will always be in your winning numbers rundown. All right? And you got 22 columns, and out of those 22 columns, you got all 1,000 numbers and their possible combinations. Any way it comes in on those 22 columns, you'll be able to find them, like I'll show you on the master sheet, okay? on the master sheet. So here we go. What we're looking for is the base number. Okay, and on the base number in here, you'll after a while be able to recognize what the base numbers are. That 22, you'll memorize them pretty much. I know that that base number is one is the 106 is actually one of the base numbers, but it's going to show on the master sheet is 016 because everything is numerical order on the master sheet. Okay, because this 106 can come 6 different ways by being a single, or they call them straights. And they got 3 separate numbers. It can come 106 like it just came. It can come 160. It also can come 016 like I had up here before. It can come 061. It can come 601. It can come 610. So this singles can come 6 different ways out of the 1,000 numbers. All right? And that's what you're looking for. It can come 6 different ways out of the 1,000 numbers. Now, so what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to take the master sheet, and these master sheets are available. I can PDF them to anybody in their email, okay, if you want them. But some people just write the numbers down themselves, and once they write them down, they do the 111 rundown on the 12 numbers that I got here. You got 12 singles. You got 12 single numbers that you do the 111 rundown on it, and you got 10 on the doubles. But here we're going to find the 10, the base number here. I know that the base number is 016, like I said. The base number is 016. So I'm going to the column where the 016 at, and I'm going to mark it off right here, or circle it. I did it earlier because I did an earlier video. But see here on this 016, for the month, I know in June that it nothing's came off that column right here, the 016. And also it's the actual base number. So you wouldn't find it down here in the rundown because it's the actual base number that came in. So that's something to look for whenever the base number comes in, because all of these are the actual base numbers. So if the base number come in, to keep up with the numbers, you would actually mark off the actual base number. You wouldn't do anything separate with it. Okay, so here we have the base, the 12 numbers that makes up the 720 numbers of those 1,000 all at a glance. The base numbers are: column 1 is 012, column 2 is 013, column 3 is 014, column 4 is 015, column 5 is 016, column 6 is 017, column 7 is 018, column 8 is 024, column 9 is 025, column 10 is 026, column 11 is 027. Can everybody see this? This is getting over there. 027. And column 12 is 037. These 12 numbers, doing the 111 rundown on them, gives you all 720 of the 1,000 numbers. Reason being, because each one of these columns and numbers can come 6 different ways. So that gives you 60 numbers to a column you're looking at. You're just not looking at 10 numbers. But with the 6 ways that they can come, you're looking at 60 numbers of those 1,000 numbers. Okay? That's how you track your own actual numbers for your stake to win without guessing with just the tic-tac-toe, the date sums, the grids, and the multiple different rundowns, because you're looking at what all 1,000 numbers are doing. Every time one of the numbers come in for a month, I mark it off. What column? Okay? And I know whenever a column don't hit, I know what column, when a column is due, and what numbers are due off that column as I'm tracking the numbers. So when I go to play off of one of these columns, if I know one of these columns, because you're going to do a master sheet every month, and what you would do is just highlight the numbers that are pretty much left through the month, or you make a summary sheet that I'll get into later. But what you're doing here, from month to month, you'll know what numbers are due and what columns are due. Because a column here might take 90 days to not hit as you're tracking. So when you do win, you're not going to be just playing any numbers. You're going to go to the column working with the law average, which I just talk about using with the PICK-3 at a glance, and choose what numbers haven't came out. Those will be your numbers to play. Each one of these, you're going to make a sheet out. Like you see these little lines on there that I made right here? That's a notation that those columns didn't hit for that month. So every time a column don't hit each month, I highlight it or I mark it to note that that column didn't hit that month. That way, when I win, I know what column to go to pick up my numbers. Because you're not just looking at playing 10 numbers, you're looking at playing 60 on the doubles and on the singles. So right here with these 12 little columns doing the one and 12 numbers doing the 1-1 rundown, you got 720 of those numbers that you know what's going on each day, and all in numerical order from the smallest to the highest. In numerical order, straight down. Can't beat that. That's what improved my game immensely. So I'm going to say it one more time. Also, let me see here. Hey, Salvador. I don't know who's on here. Pretty much what I do with the PICK-3 at a glance strategy here, I analyze. I take comments at the end of the live, do a Q&A. You can also leave your comments, but I go through them and do the Q&A at the end of the live, because I want to make sure that I'm focusing on the live to get everybody in the winner circle. Because you have those bots and trolls that come out, and they don't really bother me unless they bother you all. I think y'all can block them on y'all end where you don't see them, but I don't have time to deal with them. I don't know I know what their purpose is, but I just say they need love. But I'm going to be focusing on explaining this. Then at the end of the live, I'll address the serious PICK-3 out of serious questions. That way, they'll understand that I really don't mind them being on the live if they want to be on here, but I won't be addressing any, silly stuff at all. Okay, that I think is silly. And then if you want to, you can email me or text me and ask questions also. So this is not the only way to get access to me and answer questions. So like I said, we got the 12 columns, and a lot of my subscribers are just writing these base numbers down, doing the 111 on the number and getting started, and they win it. Okay, so don't and following me and going through some of the videos, but they're doing that. That's one step. Now here is step number 2, strategy number 2. What I did once I came up with this strategy, I realized I needed to know what was going on with the pairs with all 1,000 numbers. I needed to know what pairs didn't hit each month and what pairs would be left for me to play the next month that were more likely to work with the law average for me to win. Okay, so I need to know what's played to know what's left, because I play what's left. And that's how I win. I know Now that I know what the numbers are that are left, I are then played also. I need to know what the pairs are that are left that I can match up. So now that I know that, we know that it came 106. 106 has three separate numbers, so it's going to have three separate pairs on this triangle. I came up with it. This is something I came up with that works real well. So it would be the '06 that came out. I already see. I marked it. I just usually put a little check mark by it. Know that it came out twice that month. Then the '01, I'll see that. See, there's no circle on the '01. I'll just I'll just circle it to know, okay, it just hit this the first time it hit that month, this month. And the 16. See, the 16 here, then came, this will be the second time, so I'll check it off. Now, see what I'm saying about I carry numbers over from month to month? See, right here, I see that under red, I underline this in red. The red marks indicate that these are the numbers that then fall out in May. So by the law of average, I know that uh, these numbers should start being picked up in June. So everything that's circled in red have picked up so far. Everything in red with a circle around it did come in. And that's how I win. I see what's left, so I know what to play. Okay? Like this 3-3 didn't play. I knew that the 3-3 and the A8 uh, would be good to play when I hit the 3-3-8. And it came twice this month, and I hit it. And this '05, I knew that it hadn't played for 84 days, 85 days. So when I won, I know where to put my money, where to bet my money. And I won on it with the '05-6 just the other day. So you'll be able, as you plan in your state, because no state numbers are going to run the same. You have to play your own state numbers. You have to play your own game. Other than that, you're playing the lottery's game, I guess, or whoever game. But we all know that the 1,000 numbers run randomly. So what you have to really do is track your own numbers for your own state, because no number's going to run the same in no state. Illinois' numbers going to not run like Texas. They got 4 draws, or Tennessee, they got 3 draws. So you have to track each individual draw. You have to track midday with midday and evening with evening. You can't combine all this stuff and win, because all the numbers going to be doing different all over the place. So me, I specify on just evenings because I'm an evening person. If I was a day person, I'd just track midday, and then I look a little bit at evening, what's going on with my strategy. Okay, just like in Illinois, I know that the 3-9 pair hasn't failed, and I just posted it in 112 days. So I'm posting to play that 3-9 pair. But we'll get on with that. So, like I said, it's the 106, 3 separate pairs, 3 separate numbers. You circle the '06, of which came once already. You'll circle the one that hadn't failed, and you do the 16. This is the second time it failed and didn't fall at all last month. See what I'm saying? How law average catches up with itself. Now, if you had two separate numbers like a double, like 448, you would circle the double fours, and you will circle the 48, which you see already came. So this is just a demonstration on that number, so I wouldn't do anything with those. Now, also, if you have a triple that come out, so you don't miss that pair on that triple in case it only comes out once, you would say triple twos come out, you circle the triple twos, or the triple ones, or the double zeros. See what I'm saying? So you'll know how long it's been since these numbers are being out at a glance. You'll know what's going on. That way you can build a strategy and a skill set for the best way to play your combination of numbers you're willing to play, which builds value to those numbers that you're willing to play, because you know everything it is about those numbers. Like how I was successful with this and going in the winner's circle using this strategy. I found out in Missouri, the 38 pair hadn't failed for 128 days. hadn't failed for 128 days. So what I did is I wheeled that 38 pair. Once you hit, you know what to do. You know what to do with your numbers. You're not guessing what to do with the numbers because you're building a strategy and a skill set. Okay, so I'll show you how to wheel the numbers. That's what we're going to do. How to wheel a number. Once you find out what pair is good for you to play, you'll wheel it once you win. Okay, we're going to do the wheel the 38, like I said, that came in. And you're going to go 380. We're going to call this the wheel. And it hadn't came in for 128 days. So I just wheeled it, and I said 381, 38, well, the 380, 381, 382, 383, 384, 385, 386, 387, 388, and 389. Now, I'll play this whole number, this line 50-cent box. If I didn't, depends on my budget. That'd be $5. And sometimes I'll play the whole column straight box, depending on what I see through the tracking strategy or PICK-3 at glance. But here I realized I could play this box, and I knew that this 3-8 was hot from my tracking. And I either knew either the 3-8 hadn't fell on the front all year. So I made 385 my hot number to play. And it came in just like that, 385, and I hit them good. Okay? So that's what I mean by being able to build a strategy and a skill set with your own state numbers. There's no one pattern that's going to fit all states. There's no pattern that might work a couple of days and fit a state or all states. The only pattern that works is tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. And then you're not looking at a pattern, you're looking at a trend. See, this is a trend. If you know that a 38 pair ain't fail in 128 days, that ain't no pattern. That's a trend, and that's a knowing that this 38 pair ain't fail. Patterns is something that's temporary in my book. That could be here today and gone tomorrow. But a trend is when the 38 ain't failed, you hop on it and you play it to a compound long average. 128 days is way over average, so it's gonna pop, and you'll be able to see how long it takes these actual numbers to come out in your state. And they kind of run the same, but you'll be able to see how long it takes for a number to come out, or if numbers are off the law average when you're tracking them. Because see, the law average it's a small plus, but it's a decent plus to do something with. It ain't nothing gonna change that 1 in 1,000 odds, and the numbers running randomly. But they all have to change places. They all have to change positions out of the year. 90% of those numbers will change positions, just like I showed you the position with the old 106, how it had to change 6 different positions. All the numbers will change position throughout the years. So you have to see what positions they're changing in. Okay? And that's what the PICK-3 at a glance is about, is allowing you to see that. Because you'll be able to track the front pair, the single digit, the single number, back pair, and everything you need to see what's going on with those numbers. And like I say, it's a small advantage, but it's a whole lot better advantage than not knowing why you're playing the numbers and not seeing what's going on with the numbers at all. Okay? So, now, again, they had the deal where you had the, what can I say? You had the single code number. When I was doing that, I did not know. They say, well, number 1 ain't hitting so many days. So if you playing a number, uh, put a one or play your numbers with ones in them. That wasn't doing me any good. I said, okay, if I do have a number with a one, what I do with it? Or play a number with one. There's 1,000 numbers got ones in it. Not 1,000 numbers, but out of the thousands, there's a lot of ones to be worried about. So I said, let me do this. Let me make another strategy where I can track my own numbers, and I make me 3 columns that I know the PICK-3 got 3 columns. It's the only one I specialize in is PICK-3. I don't do PICK-4. I don't do PICK-5. I don't do none of those because in my book, they strictly look. I can't track them. I can't track them. There's no way you can track them personally. Now, I think it might be some websites that might track them for you. And if you know what to do with them, so much the better. But I still would use something on paper that I could look at. But 0 to 1, I made 3 columns, 0 to 1. I mean, 0 to 9, 3 of them. I'll say, okay, now I know what position that number comes in. So like this 106, what I would do is mark off the 1 on the front here. That tells me that, okay, the 1 that fell twice for the month at a glance. And the O hadn't fell all month. See there? So for the month, so I got an eye on that. I can see that. And the 6 on the back. Let's see if the 6 on the back fell. Yes, and fell. This is the second time it didn't fail. All at a glance, I know what's going on and what position the numbers didn't fail in. So now, if per se, my birthday is 9/27. I'm playing this in Illinois. That's why I'm letting people know 9/27 because 9/27 evening didn't fall all last year. So that's why I picked up my birthday. I only pick up stuff when I know why I'm playing it. If it failed and I seen it fail, and I got an idea that it only might change positions 3 times out of the year, and I figure the number won't show up anymore or whatever. I only play what ain't played, so I know what to play. So I picked it up because it hadn't played in 365 days and longer now because it still ain't came out on evening. But that's fine and good. It's my everyday carry. So it won't matter with me. When it come and I hit it good, then I still got other numbers I load up on. So I got the 9/27. So say the 9 don't hit on the back here all this month, and I'm going over into July. What I would do is be sure to play my birthday as 279 and 729, put that 9 on the back. I play this straight box and these two 50 straight, 50 straight. That's $2. That's kind of how I play like that. I don't spend a lot of money until my numbers hit. When my numbers hit, then I pile up on my numbers that I've been tracking and building some, what I say, a bucket list of numbers that I got my eye on and add it to the list. Then I'll load up on those numbers. You can track all the numbers, but you don't need to play all the numbers. Because if you don't know why you're playing the numbers, you're going to play every number you can think of trying to win. Okay? So how I went to the winning circle with this strategy here is that one in Missouri, I just came over there now, but I've been tracking Missouri for almost 2 years. The 7s didn't fall. Let's say this is June. In May, didn't fall with no number in May. No numbers. I couldn't believe it. I thought when I got into this month, I thought maybe I missed a 7 or something. And I hadn't missed any 7, and I was almost toward this time in June. And I said, wait a minute, how can a no 7 fall with no number? Which this stuff can happen, but you can't see this stuff if you're not tracking the numbers. So I picked up the triple 7s for sure. I played the triple 7s. I played the 7/7 front in your state if you can play it, 7/7 back, and then I wheeled the 7s from 7/7/0 all the way down to 7/7/9. And guess what? Those 7s came in, and I had piled up on them triple 7s because I played it every way I could. Because a 7 by law average had to fall. That was going on almost 60 days. That no 7 fell with no number. That's the kind of stuff you can see. That's what I mean by saying building a strategy and a skill set with the numbers. That's why I say I don't do degrees, no root sum, no date sum, no tic-tac-toe, no multiple different rundowns, because I don't have to, because all that's included when I'm tracking all the actual numbers. Because none of this is going to tell you what's going on with all 1,000 numbers at a glance. It's not going to, you'll see the difference once you start tracking your own numbers and tracking all 1,000. You'll see what it takes to hit these numbers. Okay. And strategy number 4 I came up with, because I had the pairs, I had the single numbers down, I could track all them, and the doubles. I had the single pairs down, I knew how they would fall, and I had the single digits down, I knew how to place them when I won and what to do with the numbers. And then, but the only thing I had left was I couldn't figure out, I said the front pair and the back pair, when the last time the front pair and the back pair failed. So what I did, I made a sheet that gave me the front of the numbers and the back of the 1,000 numbers. So any way those 1,000 numbers fell, I either know if the front fell on it or the back fell on it or not. So like that 106 for the year, this is a yearly sheet. That 106, what I do is, here you see this 10. Now see, I know that the 10 fell on the front. That's the first time it fell for the year. At a glance, I can see what all the numbers did, like a graph or whatever you want to call it. Very beneficial though. And I'll see if the 01 fell on the back for the year. And see, this is the second time, at a glance, I know, I'll just put a check mark, that I know that the 01 fell on the back, all at a glance. I ain't got to do no calculating. I ain't got to do none of that. And this is one of my, just like I hit the 777s, but that's not my main way that I do triples. I really don't play triples unless I see something like the 777s, or like I seen with that. I'd have had to be blind, crippled, or crazy, or out of money not to go with those sevens, working with the law of average. But I usually don't play triples, and there's no triples play all year up to November and December. So and that's how I play. I don't even focus on triples. Mostly my play is on doubles and singles. That's my play. I don't even worry about triples because I know they only could come out 3 times out of a year on average. They only come out 3 times on a year on average, and they don't pay no more than no other number when they hit. Now, if they paid a little bit more on a triple when you hit them, then it might be worth my investment. But they don't play no more, so no sense of me wasting my time with only 3 numbers I know going to come out of the year on average. Okay? So with way I play triples, I let them burn themselves out. If none don't fall for the year, I know working with the law average, at the end of those 2 months, 1 or 2 or 3 might come out. Because last year in Missouri, everybody's playing 777s like crazy. Playing 777s like crazy, I guess thinking they was coming out. And they never did come out. And for the whole year, all we got was 3 triples. We got midday 000s and 222s for midday, and then all last year we only got 000s for evening. See what I'm saying? So I don't play them like that. But in 2022, I realized that 888s, double 8 rather, and this is how I play my triples toward the end of the year to see how they line up. Double 8s hadn't fell on the front but once in January, and hadn't fell on the front or the back for the rest of that whole year, all the way down to November and December. So I told the subscribers in Missouri to get on 888s, which they did, and we all got on 888s. And I knew that those 888s were hot because none had fell on the front or the back. And I think with my strategizing and building strategy, no doubles had fell for the last 3 months of 8s. Split pair, no way. So I'm like, okay, them 8s got to fall. Whenever 8s show up, 8s got to be along the bunch. Then also I knew that 3s hadn't failed, and they mirror 8s, and we'll get into, I'll explain mirrors in a minute. They hadn't hit. So I knew that 3s or 8s had to fall because they mirrored each other. And that's how we hit. And like I said, one of my, he tickled me, he might be on here now. He tickled me, he said he was pumping gas or something, and he had played those 8s, and somebody that came out the service station where he had got his gas and played his numbers, I guess he was close to the time for him to play. And the guy came out and said, those daggone Triple H came out. And he said he stopped pumping gas, started doing the James Brown. That's my favorite story. I like that story. I can see, I like to see subscribe. I got a lot of subscribers seeing me about their winnings and stuff like that now. I really do. And I love it. I love it because I know I'm helping them. Nah, I don't want them in the hole like I was, man. I was so deep in the hole, I didn't know which side was up or which side was down. I did. Until I say I got to get out this and figure my own way out. And he did the James Brown, and I think we was all doing the James Brown because them eights came in good. They sure did, just like that. December, I think it was December 22nd or 22, something like that. But it was in the month of December. I just put a post of it up. But and then, like I said, tracking is the key, you all. Tracking your actual numbers for your own state is the key. So we're going to go to explaining mirrors, and I'm going to explain the mirrors to show you how to apply the mirrors to the PICK-3 at a glance strategy. Because if you're new, you need to understand mirroring. All right? You really need, because when I started, when I was a youngster playing PICK-3, I heard mirrors and flip, but I thought they were interchangeable, but they're not. When people are talking about mirrors and flip, they're talking about two different types of numbers. Mirrors are when you add a plus 5 to the number from 0 to 9. Okay? Flips are when you add plus 3 to the number from 0 to 9. So here we go, right here. We're going to add 5 to 0, you get 5. 5 to 1, you get 6. 5 to 2, you get 7. 5 to 3, you get 8. 5 to 4, you get 9. And then if you want to do this number here, you add the 5 to the 5, you're going to get 10, but you don't use the 1. Like I said, you get single digits, you use the 0. 5 to 6, you're going to get 11, but you use the 1. 5 to 7, you get 12, but you just use 2. 5 to 8, you're going to get 3, 13, you just use 3, and 5 to 9, you get 14, just use 4. So what they're saying here, let's say we take the 1,000 numbers, divide them in half, and you got triple zeros to 499 on top of the 1,000 numbers, and your bottom numbers are going to be 500 to 999, triple nines. So in essence, they're saying they say these numbers can either, the terminology you hear them using, if they say sister number, or opposite number or mirror number, they talking about that plus 5. Okay? And so let's say 0 mirror 5, 5 mirror 0, 1 mirror 6, 6 mirror 1, 2 mirror 7, 7 mirror 2, 3 mirror 8, 8 mirror 3, 4 mirror 9, 9 mirror 4. See how easy that is? It's divided right in half. So in essence, if you play 1, 0, 1, 2, and the lottery played 5, 6, 7, they just mirrored your number. Or vice versa, you played 5, 6, 7, and they played 0, 1, 2, they just mirrored the number. 1, 2, 3, they played 6, 7, 8, vice versa, and they just mirrored their numbers. These numbers are mirrors of each other. 1, 2, 2, and you play 1, 2, 2, they play 6, 7, 7, they just played the opposite of mirror your number, vice versa. You play triple zeros, they played triple fives, they just mirrored your triples, or vice versa. Now here with the flips, you're going to add 3. So you add 3 to the 0, you're going to get 3. 3 to 1, you get 4. 3 to 2, you get 5. 3 to 3, you get 6. 3 to 4, you get 7. 3 to 5, you get 8. 3 to 6, you get 9. 3 to 7, you get 10, but you're just going to use the 0. 3 to 8, you're going to get 11, but you use the 1. And 3 to 9, you get 12, and you just use the 2. Okay? So when they saying here, these are the flip numbers. So a 0 is a flip of a 3. 3 is a flip of a 0. 1 is a flip of a 4. 4 is a flip of a 1. 2 is a flip of a 5. 5 flip of a 2. 3 flip of 6. 6 flip of a 3. 4 flip of a 7. 7 flip of a 4. Let me get this over for you. Make sure I got this over. Okay, where was I at? I would think I was at the 3. 3 is a flip of 6. 6 flip of 3. 4 flip of a 7. 7 flip of a 4. 5 flip over 8, 8 flip over 5, 6 flip over 9, 9 flip over 6, 3 flip over a 7 flip over 0, 0 flip over 7, 8 flip over 1, 1 flip over 8, 9 flip over 2, 2 flip over 9. So here, same way, see this 012 now is not going to be 5, 6, 7. It would be 3, 3, 4, 5. Same here. 1, 2, 3 is now 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 2 is now 4, 5, 5. And triple zeros is now triple threes. So I can't explain that. I don't know how they use it. I don't think a lot of people, well, they do talk about flipping and mirroring individual numbers with a lot of these multiple different thousand strategies. I guess they got out here now. They do. It's 1,000 of them, I believe, because you can make a rundown on any one of those 1,000 numbers or any of that. Okay. Now, let's see here. Now I'm gonna show you how the mirrors work with the PICK-3 at a glance strategy, which makes it so easy to understand how valuable. When I was telling you about how you can divide the 1,000 numbers from the top and the bottom. Here, each one of these columns got its mirror in each column. Each column. So at a glance, you'll know what the number and its mirror is that fell or didn't fall. You know what the other half of that number or the twin of it fell or didn't fall. Sometimes they call it twin too if they say mirror. You just got to remember, if they talking, they adding +5, they talking about mirrors. But see here, I like it kind of in the middle, make sure everybody can see. See this 024, the mirror of it is 579 right here. You see the 135, the mirror of it is 680 right here. See the 246, the mirror of it is 791 right here. Okay, the 357, the mirror of it is 802. And the 468, the mirror of it is 913. All at a glance. And what I'm looking for, as I'm tracking these numbers, I'm looking to see, we're working with the law average on, like I say, you always know what columns do and what numbers are due on that column. When I win and play, I want to see what number and its sister or opposite hadn't played or mirror haven't played. Those two numbers I'm going to play, because working with the law average, one of those throughout the year will come out. See, my best months are November and December. Not that saying I don't win all the way through the year, but I'm just saying where I pile up and win the hardest is when I've eliminated a lot of numbers. I can look at the sheets and see what numbers are left to play. Because I've lessened the pool of having to look at all those 1,000 numbers. Now I might be just looking at, on average, maybe 300 of them. But I know where they're falling at, and I know what's left best to play. Because you got 1,000 numbers, they all gonna fall random. They not gonna have no rhyme or reason to why they falling, how they falling. Certain numbers in my aspects, if you start tracking, don't bring certain numbers. That's why people be one off. Say, well, I missed it by a number. I was one off a number because you hadn't did the research on the number to know why you was playing the number in the first place. So if you're just grabbing numbers from all different places and situations, you don't know why you're playing your number. The only way you're gonna know why you're playing a number is using something like a PICK-3 at a glance total tracking strategy, and know why you're using it. You know. That's all I said. I stopped chasing numbers. I was chasing numbers, and I want you to play because you want to, because you like to, not because you have to, because you ain't paid your light bill, your house note, your rent, your car note. Been there, done that, y'all. I ain't talking off the top of my head, But now, this is all I do. And I'm gonna show you how easy it is. Like I said, once the number come in was the 106. Well, first thing I do, find out what column fall off. Bam, I circle it. Then I see, okay, what pairs I'm gonna take off. The 01, the 06, the 16, bam. Then I see what position the number fell in. Mark off the 1, the 0, and the 6, bam. And then I go to the front pair and the back pair. I mark it off. Mark off the 100, bam. And then I go down here, mark off the 06 on the back. Bam. I'm done for the day with the numbers. I know everything about them unless I study them a little bit. But after that, most of the time I'm calling the wife and saying, babe, what's on the honeydew list today? That's what I do. I'm done with the numbers. I don't have to guess. I know everything going on with them numbers because I'm looking as I go. Every time I do this, I know something. You're not going to know something with just the grids, the root sums, the tic-tac-toes, the date sums and all that. You're just not going to know it if you ain't tracking. That's all I can put to y'all. If you're tracking, you'll soon be packing the lucky down. That's all I'm telling y'all that too. And look, I got people, look, I got testimonials. Go to my community tab. I just put up some more testimonials of people. I have people calling me. And there's nothing magical about what I'm doing, y'all. I mean, the sheet is new. Now this sheet, I had one of my subscribers said it was genius. I look, y'all, I ain't taking no credit for being a genius. All I'm taking credit is I got tired of losing and put this together for myself and realized that the only thing we have to our advantage is really the law of average, the law of average. And I need to show y'all something, how to do the 1-1 rundown. You won't have to do it manually unless you just want to. But there is an app that you can use in modern technology day, and it's called a PICK-3 Rundown app. And what you do when you download it, I guess there's a little green app here. You tap it, and it'll come up, and you're going to put the winning number into the 3 circles, which is the the window should come up. Let's see, come up window. Okay, you're going to put in the 1, the 0, and the 6. All right? And you're going to hit the 1-1-1 rundown. See all these different rundowns they got to try to figure out how to hit the number that's coming the next couple of days or the next day or something like that, and flipping and mirroring the numbers. You can come up with anything if you're able to flip and mirror those 0 to 9 numbers. 90% of the time, you're going to find the number that came out after the fact. After the fact. Yeah. And that's what was throwing me off. I could always find the number that came out. I need to know what before I went into putting the money down on the numbers. But you hit the 1-1-1 rundown, bam, and it gives you all those numbers that I just did the 1-1-1 rundown on, and then combination seeds here. But you're not going to see the 016 in here or the 106 because it's the actual base number. It's the actual base number right here. So you would just mark that off like that. And another a tool that'd be good for you to use is a lottery post. Because what I do, when I came to Illinois, I took one of these sheets and I just did the numbers, the single numbers, the master sheet number 1. That's why I call it master sheet number 1. I did the singles and the doubles, the 12 numbers that make up the doubles. I didn't call them off for the doubles. If you want to do the 1-1 rundown on, you need them. I did them for the singles because of 106. But here they are in the columns: 001, 002, 003, 004, 005, 00, triple zeros is number 6, and then 011, 022, 033, and 044. You do the 1-1 rundown on all these numbers, and you got the rest of those 1,000 numbers that you can copy off of those columns at a glance, because all these numbers can come 3 different ways. So you're looking at 60 numbers to each column, all right, and tracking them and knowing what's going on with them. And that's going to give you 200, and let's say 200 of the 80 numbers with the triples because they can only come one way. And the 720 gives you 280 and 720, easy numbers to add up, gives you your 1,000 numbers, all at a glance. That's why I call it PICK-3 at a glance. Okay? Okay. Okay. Let me see. Let me see if I want to. I'm gonna go with the. Oh, I know. I was on the lottery post, wasn't I? I was on the lottery post. I was on the lottery post. Show you how. If you don't have the lottery post, it's to your veil. Like I said, with the singles and the doubles, I went back from January to now and marked off all the numbers that came off all the columns. Not this here. I didn't mess with strategy 2 or strategy 3 or the front pair and back pair. Didn't have to for right now anyway. Well, I did to catch the front pair, back pair for the year. So I want to see what numbers are left because those are going to be my key numbers to play for Illinois. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to. You go to lotterypost.com and you download the lottery post. Let me, if I can find it here. Now let me. I'm gonna use my tablet to do this on so you can see it better for the lottery post and demonstrate how to use the lottery post where it be to your advantage to using it. Okay. I'm going to go to the lottery post. Okay, I'll do it this way. You download it, and here it is called Lottery Post. I just started really using the Lottery Post because I really didn't need it because I had all my stuff was on paper, and then I did have a tablet that I had all my data in, so I didn't really need a Lottery Post. So you go and download it. When you download it, you're going to go to where it says results. You're going to tap the results. Okay, let me move it over. Make it so you can see it. You're going to tap it over. And you're going to tap results. Right there. And what it's going to do is going to open up and give you all the states. All the states. And here's everybody's state in here. And since it's Illinois, I'll punch up Illinois here. And it's going to give you the numbers that came midday and evening. And it gives you 115 just came out for evening draw. And it's going to give you what came out. For midday draw, the 115. Isn't that right? 115, yeah. And it's going to give you the 106 that came out last night for evening draw. Okay? Now, when you get to that, you want to go here to the calendar, the PICK-3 calendar. And you're going to tap on it. Okay? And it's going to give you the months all the way up to present, to June for 2024. Okay? And I started here. I started eliminating, like all the blue, there was evening. I started eliminating them off the master sheet. Okay? Then February, I did the same thing, eliminated the numbers. March, I did the same thing, eliminated the numbers. April, I did the same thing, eliminated the numbers. May, I did the same thing, eliminated numbers. Now, this is going to be worth your while because this is going to be the heavy lifting part, but it's going to pay off. And then to June, to present, up to today, the 106, okay? Now, in your state, if you got a lot of numbers left, then just do evenings. If you're doing evenings, just do midday. Don't do both of them, marking all the numbers off, because you ain't gonna have no numbers left, because all the numbers run different. Like I said, you either do all midday or you do all evening, like that. Okay, don't do them all. Don't do both days. Just do the blue or do the red. Now, okay, so I went back, and like I said, I put everything on the doubles. I did. I think I do. I usually do all the singles first, eliminate them, then go back and catch up all the doubles. Or if you want to, whatever makes it easier for you. And then whatever numbers are left is the numbers I'm working with the law averages. The number that I'm looking to play to the end of December. That's left. I'm not looking at playing all these numbers because I'm working with law average. I'm looking to play what's left. And then here, if you want to go back to a whole year, what you would do is come down here and go to the top, the very top, using the lottery post. It's a good app. It's a good website, rather. You're going to go where it says years, pick 3, and you're going to tap here and the window should drop. Now you're going to go to 2023. Okay, and you're going to tap 2023. And what you're going to do, where it says, to get more years all the way back, you're going to have to be a gold. I think it's gold, a premium, a platinum. I guess you have to pay for that, which you really don't need it. All you need is a year's worth of data, and you can take off from there. And just other tools that they give you about front pairs, back pairs, something if you want to check to make sure your tracking is up to date. You can use it for that. I think there's numerous things you can use it for. And what it does, it gives you, see, January 2023, there's nothing there. Everything's blank. February, everything's blank. March, everything's blank. April, everything's blank. I think May, everything's going to be blank. And then when you get to June, it'll give you up to June. What's the first number to show up in June that it lets you see? 17th, I think, yeah. All right, wait a minute, is it June? Oh, I'm wrong. We still in 23, June of 23. July of 23, I'm sorry. August of 23. September 23. October 23. November of 23. December of 23. And that's it. Okay? And it's very useful website. Okay, well, I think I covered the bases there. Okay, now let's go to the Q&A or question and answer portions. Okay. All right. Okay, let me get this thing right here. I don't know. Let's see if I can get the dog all the way up. All right, everybody. How's everybody? Glad to have you all with me today. I know it's hot, a hot day. Okay, Terry C. Yeah, happy Father's Day to everybody. Okay, thank you, Terry C, for the congratulations. Yeah. Yeah. Did everybody get what I got for Father's Day? I got a tie. Y'all get tie? Okay. Hey, who now? Hey, everybody. Hey, Sona. Doing good, doing good. Okay, you said you spent your budget. Okay, I still would track. I still track because I want to be on top of something. Something stick out. I do. If I spend out my budget, I back off, but I still track. I do track because some might just be there and you see it, but I do track. Oklahoma. Let me see something. I think I did look up Oklahoma or something. Nothing specific. I just want. Let me see here. Oklahoma. I want to see what it's got on the lottery post here. Let me look at like Oklahoma something on here. Results. Oklahoma. 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 Yeah, yeah. Track. Be sure to track. I know. I know it's sometimes heartening to track, and you and spend your budget, but when you do hit, you want to be on top of it. The game. Okay, Oklahoma. Oh no, Oklahoma only got don't have the wild ball, so I don't know. Is it doing a lot of repeats or something on Oklahoma? And what Oklahoma? It only has one draw for pick 3. It don't have a midday and evening draw. I don't know. You're still on here. But with Oklahoma, I don't. Only thing I roll with those pairs. I'm looking for those pairs that's out. If they've been out over 100 days or something, or 80 days or something, I roll those wheel those pairs, and that's how I did the 338 and the 056, and I'm looking at that 39 on middays a little bit right now. But if they're doing something with this electronic draw, um, I don't know if Oklahoma shows you live or not, but it might be something to look at. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Oh, here's some more. Oh, congratulations, Eric Lewis. Oh, okay. Thanks, Terry. Okay. Yeah. You might have to just hold off on them columns with the Oklahoma, 60 to 90 days. Like I say, you stick with your budget, but track. Um, if they do an electronic draw, I don't know if they show a live drawing. I know some states show live and some don't. Um, but if they're using the balls, it ain't too much they can really do this slick. It's just the way the numbers are rolling, pretty much to me. The electronic drawing, I was a little skeptical of, but in Missouri, I was still able to track it and win. So, only thing now I'm skeptical of is this wild ball thing. I don't know how to use it, and now I got it in Illinois. Illinois had it about 10 years, which I hadn't realized Illinois even had it, and Missouri just got it last year in August. I mean in April. So, but yeah. Um, I don't know if you can tell me more. And they saying Oklahoma doing you dirty. I don't know how you actually playing or what you're looking at to try to hit them. But look at and try to line up the mirrors on those columns and see how they doing. Line up your mirrors on all your columns, nephew. Start lining them up. That's what I would do for sure, off the columns. Oh, okay, thanks, Terry C. Good information. There's a link to know on Lottery Post. I think Lottery Post from scanning it's a decent website. It's a decent website. But I mean, if I was trying to do something for all states, I might was have something available like that. But my brain, that's above my pay grade, predicting for all states. It is. It's above my pay grade. Like I say, I retired. If I go look and make it PICK-3 at class a job, because that means I might have to get married again. Okay, they running slow. The cold ones are running slow. Okay, cold. The mirrors are running slow also. All of them are running slow. Nephew, and you had one hit all year. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, and there's only one draw. Now, if that is that electronic draw, or do you know, or is it the ball live balls machine draw? Nephew, I, I, okay. Hmm. Computer random draw. Okay. Okay. I didn't see a big difference when they was doing the computer draw, but it might be something to look at. I don't know what to trust no more. To be truthful with you, with that computer draw, because I know that they can do some things with that too. Like I said, this dude named uh, 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 with that with electronic draw, did name Eddie Tipton. He fixed it. So if he can do it, they can do it. That's my theory, but hopefully not. Hopefully not, man. Because people trying to win the best they can. You're my niece. Oh, okay, niece. I'm sorry. I said, okay, all right, niece, gotcha. I know that. All right, okay, niece. Huh? Okay. I got you. Oklahoma. All year one time. You probably gonna have to like us. You probably just gonna have to back off and stay on your budget and just track. I know it might be painful, and there's nothing on your columns. In June is normally some mirrors that you should be able to look at uh, in the middle of the year. Are you looking at the mirrors pretty much about this time? Because I usually line up the mirrors to find out what mirrors haven't hit. Niece. I think this computer is running slow because um, nothing's popping up on my end. But if you can, just lay back and see how the mirrors are falling. Okay, and sometimes it takes that. If you lay out for a while, um, sometimes it takes that. Because sometimes, I mean, for me, I mean, I could lay off for a year. It don't matter with me how long I lay off, as long as I track. It really don't. But I know within 60 to 90 days, something's going to start lining up for me. And especially by the end of the year. If nothing's lining up by the end of the year, I might lay off to the end of the year. But something's going to line up. It has for me anyway. But I don't know what Oklahoma might be doing. I can't say what they're doing or not doing no more. Okay, anybody else? Got any questions? Oh, Thursday. Is, not from column five, it fell out this year. That's I haven't seen that before. I was looking at Illinois the same way off of that column five. I'm like, it only played once for, like I say, the New Year's Day, the 616. I'm like, this is crazy. But I was playing other stuff. But and then the 056, and that is crazy. Um, hey Scott, how you doing? Missouri Pick-4 said 7373 would be for 73 is a common phrase used to signal best regards or goodbye. Okay. If I was to pick up something, these when I go back to playing, and if five hadn't played, I probably would stay with it a little bit and see uh, be tracking the front pairs and the back pairs on them. But just say column five. Yeah, I've had that with column five. I'm still playing column five. Even though I've hit off, I'm still playing. I just hit that other 833. It came out twice this year. So that might be something you have to look at. I'm still playing column five. I'm still playing. It's one of my daily plays. And I'm playing whatever number that came off of it, the first numbers that hit, pretty much, I play them back. That's why I played that 338 back, and that 616 I was playing it back. But I would just pretty much stay off them and wait, and if I come back, deal with column five. Oh, okay. Well, You know, like I said, Terry C, whatever's working is working. You've been around a long time, man. You know what's going on. So I'm like this. I haven't a C shit. I haven't played. I think what they say BAS or Bet Any Sports. I haven't used any of those. Oh, okay, okay. And those are the only ones that have failed. Well, usually what I look at on that um, is, like I say, I play those back pretty much a little bit extra and just play the whole column. That's what I look at. Okay, the 661 failed 4 times in 23. Yeah, and that's 661. But in Missouri, the ones that ain't failed since yeah, for 2022, and that column ain't hit, 5 ain't hit yet. And I mean, I don't go back and forth, but is that 116, the 611, the 338, the 883, and the 449 and 994? I mean, if I just can't get over there to play them. Let's see. You say why I don't play them? Really, in Illinois, they got their own online play, and they got a decent user friendly website to play online. So I really, and I don't have the money to play in different states. If like that, I don't. Like I said, if you're tracking, you see what it takes to hit these numbers. You know, I don't even play midday. I used to try to do midday and evenings and all that. It just uh, I couldn't sleep trying to make sure I got up in the morning to play the midday number, and if it like that. So I'm usually comfortable with just the evening draw if I play evenings or midday draw. That's pretty much how I play it. Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes with me, and it's been good to me. Because I know I used to run back. I used to play out both sides of the river. I just played midday and evening in Illinois, midday and evening in Missouri. Not no more. That was before they had where you could play online and stuff like that. I used to be, yeah, what there was a movie, a cowboy show come on, Have Gun with Travel, and I made me a service where I'd say Have Lotto will travel, going back and forth across the river. I had me a client of customers. I'd go back to Illinois and get their tickets and play. Yeah, to make money to play. So nope. Oh, okay. You're thinking T. So you're thinking the 15th? Yeah. Okay. That's something to look at. Yeah. From I don't know about what's that? Yeah, that's bet any sports. Yeah, I hear a lot of. My thing is, I barely trust the states electronically. I don't think I think if somebody got a bug or something, if they got a bug or the computer system went down, I guess they got the money to take care of and pay people or whatever and straighten it out. But I'd rather trust the states because they gonna always be getting that tax money if they don't get no other money. to straighten their stuff out with. But I don't think I want to do no bet any sports. I'm sorry. Okay, niece. Yeah, it's all kind of new to me, but uh, Illinois. Who's the bet any sports is the only one you can play online now? I think it was, what is that other one they said they had? It was another one you had you can play online, but I don't mess with. Am I missing something? This is good or bad. I'm missing something. What's the good or bad, Seashell? Was that to me or somebody else? Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Wow. Oh, Terry C. Okay, I got you. I seen these. All right, family. I'm gonna call it quits for my grandkids get up and start running around. Cause when they make noise, I can't hear nothing. Oh, okay. Yeah, off a front pair. Yeah, okay. Hmm. Um, but I would definitely just hold up and wait till that column five start hitting and probably put it in the bank. That's probably what I would do. If I'm talking about for this year, if it ain't hit, I know Missouri ain't hit. Shoot, I meant to look back. I know it's been over 7 months, but I know that could happen. I know it can happen because you can only each column on the average of a year, you only on average get three numbers out of that column if you played it exact. So a column could not hit for a year. Yeah, it could. It ain't regular that it does it, but I ain't messed up about it because it does. Just like the sevens didn't hit for 2 months on no numbers. But I know that on any of those columns, on any 10 numbers, if you play them exact for the whole year, like I say, the average is about three because you're only going to get a third of those 10. Period. Period. So that's how it works, y'all. That's why you really have to, like I say, I made up a front pair, back pair that I know ain't played off the year ain't and it ain't played all year like that. You build your strategy and your skill set, but I definitely would stay on look at that column five. And if I could or would or wanted to have the inclination to go over there and play in Missouri, I would. But I ain't gonna do that. It ain't that serious right now for me. But no, because I mean I tell my subscribers over there to play on column five, stick with it when it come, or just hold back. And when it hit 9 out of 10, it's gonna straighten itself out with the law average. You're gonna get another two or three numbers off of that column, and that's when and when I hit the first time, I go load up on that column, and I would set back if I was playing and still track, but I definitely keep my eye on column five, and especially like I said. play the numbers that you look at that you put down there that came already. I would play them back exactly like they were, because normally I find a number that haven't played in a while when it showed or I'm looking for it, it'll repeat. It'll repeat and come back, just like that 338 came back within the same month of this month. It came 833, then it came right back as 338. Yeah, that's what I'd be looking at. But yeah, that column, I just lay up for it. All right, thanks everybody for participating, and family. Thanks everybody. Happy Father's Day, belated Father's Day, and like I say, I don't know. Everybody get a tie for Father's Day. I got a tie. I didn't do too much. It was hot. Was Sunday? It was real hot. Uh, Sunday too in Illinois. All right, family. Have a blessed one. Frampton to come make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless. And if you're tracking, you'll soon be packing to Lucky Town.